The right to keep and bear arms should not be infringed. It should not be encroached upon. It should not be annulled or hindered. It should not be trespassed. So, what kind of firearms should the American people be allowed to keep? Which firearms should Americans be allowed to bear or carry? The Second Amendment is not about what is necessary for hunting, as some like to argue. The Second Amendment isn't even about protecting one's own person and property, although an argument could be made for that somewhere else. Remember the George Washington quote from last week. A free people ought not only be armed and disciplined, but they should have sufficient arms and ammunition to maintain a status of independence from any who might attempt to abuse them, which include their own government. The Second Amendment is supposed to protect Americans from abuses from their own government. And the Second Amendment is supposed to secure the freedom of the people and the independence of the state. With approximately 400 million privately owned firearms in the United States, our country could be considered the largest civilian army on the planet. Do you think this might discourage armed invasions by outside countries? Unlike Ukraine, where arms were being handed out to civilians as Russia invaded, Americans are already armed and would not have to wait on such supply missions by the government. Looking to another foreign example, back in 2011, not only did Assad bomb opposition stronghold cities, but he eventually sent the Syrian army to go door to door, killing the residents within. Could that ever happen in the United States? Most people would argue that would never happen here. Why not? Do you think the right to keep and bear arms is necessary for freedom? If not, why not? If so, what kind of firearms should the American people be allowed to keep and bear?